Yep, live.
Yep, I got the notification.
Sweet.
Live now. You live, Hunter?
I'm about to be.
All right. Shit, I just plugged my camera.
Just need to make it public. All right. How do I start the stream?
Yo, what's up, random human? How you doing, man? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Oh, I can't see your camera, bro.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, you can see me now. Good.
No, I can't.
No.
Light here.
All right. I'm live now officially.
Ready?
All right.
Ooh, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while.
It has felt like it, yeah.
There we go. All right. You guys should be able to see me now. Yeah. Beautiful. Why is it only showing only one screen? I gotta fix my monitor real quick.
Okay.
Display.
How far did you get into Jujutsu Kaisen, Eric?
I got to chapter 108, 100 or 110. I think like 108 or 110. I have it saved on my phone somewhere.
Damn, yeah, you're getting to the good parts, man.
Yeah, it's getting good. Like I'm saving the rest of it just for work this weekend, but I'll probably finish it or get completely caught up like during work because this is a lot easier to binge than JoJo's.
Yeah, it's definitely bingeable for sure. I think the Shibuya arc is probably like, I don't think it's taken my favorite shonen of all time yet, but I think it might be my favorite shonen arc of all time.
Ooh, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, like there's so many twists and shit that happen in it.
And the way this next arc is looking, or at least the way it's building up, it's looking like it's gonna really. With Utah, it looks like it's gonna be fucking good, man.
Oh, definitely.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think the little hints we've had, because we haven't really started the next arc yet. I mean, we're kind of like the transition right now from the Shibuya arc to the next arc, but he's lined it up to be kind of like, in my opinion, like a Hunter x Hunter style arc where it's going to be like, I don't know, like games and whatnot, and there's like a lot of like terms and shit that they're going to have to follow and like rules. It's kind of cool.
Awesome.
I'm so glad you're reading Jujutsu Kaisen, Eric, so we can finally talk about it.
Yeah, I finally have time to. JoJo's took up so much of my freaking time to read all of that, like especially part 7, which I think part 7 might be one of the best mangas I've ever read in my entire life. Like part 7 is really lives up to the hype.
Right. More so than Stone Ocean.
This is my thing. With Steel Ball Run and Stone Ocean. Stone Ocean has some of my favorite parts in JoJo's. Like there's like 5 or 10 chapters in Stone Ocean that I think is some of the finest that JoJo's has to offer. Mm-hmm. But part 7, all of it's the finest that JoJo's has to offer. Like every single chapter is just not skippable. And my biggest issue with Stone Ocean is there's a good like 30, 40 chapters out of all the 160 insanely long chapters of Stone Ocean that I could just skip, or it could be cut from the anime and I could care less. Yeah.
That's true.
And that's my biggest issue with Stone Ocean is there's just a lot. Like it went on for like JoJo's had an issue with some parts just going on for too long, but JoJo's Stone Ocean, it really has chunks where I'm just like, when are we going to get out of this place? Or I feel kind of confined to one area and like just waiting to get out of this fucking prison. And
there's a lot of fluff. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fluff. And in the anime, if they cut that out, I think it can make the anime like really, really, really good. Like I actually kind of hope they cut out a lot of that in the anime. Like not the really good parts, but just a lot of the extra arcs, like chapters that are like just forgettable.
Right. Makes
Mhm.
sense.
Now I have a question. Would you say that Steel Ball Run is the longest part in JoJo? Because I saw that although it only has 95 chapters, they're so full of pages that it's like double the content in each.
Well, there are some chapters in Steel Ball Run that are like 60, 70, like really freaking long chapters. But I would say Stone Ocean is much longer. Like Stone
Mhm.
Ocean took me much longer to binge than Steel Ball Run. Like Steel Ball Run has some long chapters, but like these chapters not only are more engaging and there's just more like each chapter is more consistently good than Stone Ocean just has like a good like 20, 15 chapters at a time that are just like like all right.
Right.
But like Stone Ocean is like you want to keep reading more and you want to keep like knowing more, and each chapter is like better than the last.
Mhm.
I will say that Stone Ocean, I think, has really good stands. Like, I think Weather Report is by far my favorite stand user.
Weather
I'm
Report, yeah. Weather
I'm a little
Report,
confused with it.
Weather Report.
Like, what is okay? So I understand the weather part of the stand, but I don't get the frogs and the snails.
I don't think you're to the part where they explain it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when he gets all trippy and shit.
Yeah, he starts. They explain it kind of at the end of the heavy weather part. Like, have you had the flashback yet?
Yeah, I just saw that. It was so fucking weird how he was dating his sister.
Yeah,
Didn't know it was his sister.
yeah. So you get like they kind of talk about how his stand works after that part.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
just like right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I literally just read that part today. Like I was reading it this morning. I got up to like 141 or 140, so I'm like right where Sea Moon gets introduced.
Okay. Yeah, I'm exactly at 130. Exactly.
Yeah,
So you're not that far ahead of me.
not that far ahead.
Yeah, I just JoJo binged like this like whole month, and last month was nothing but a JoJo's binge. And after I do Jujutsu Kaisen, I think I'm just gonna get caught up on JoJillion just because now I'm curious to see what that is. That's like
How many chapters are out for part 8?
part 8. So I think like 3/4 of the way done.
So it's probably like 130 chapters.
Yes, yes.
The grind to read JoJo.
It is a grind.
It's like 'cause there's so much freaking information in each chapter. Like I actually looked more into JoJo's and how well written it is and how much Araki puts into his writing and characters and their personalities, and it's pretty insane. There's a whole video about it and like about how much he like puts into their character and actually into the story, especially for some of the parts. And that's like, and then he's able to do that because he's so rich and like famous. He can just be like, oh, I can release a chapter once every 4 months, and then yeah.
Right. It's crazy though, like to have that kind of release schedule, but like still have so much of like a database of like content for people to binge.
Mhm.
I know, right? That is the dream right there, to just like have, especially as a manga creator, to already have so much fame, wealth, and
Right.
notoriety that you can just write your chapters whenever you feel like it.
Yeah. Which I was kind of hoping that like Togashi would get to that point with Hunter x Hunter, but it's like, all right, man, how long are you going to be on hiatus for? I mean,
Mhm.
you clearly have the renown to just release it whenever you want at this point, but you can't just go years without anything.
Yeah, really. It's I would say about that because he can do what he wants, but it's like at least finish it though. At least
Yeah.
before whatever thing happens to you, Tagashi, at least finish that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a George R. R. Martin situation going on.
Yeah.
Well, after we finish JoJo part 6, I'm going to pick up Chainsaw Man and finally binge that as I wanted to. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick up IQ. I got a long ass list of manga to read, man.
Me too.
I want to
The
read
Chainsaw Man
Happiness.
volumes are selling out everywhere. And like people are reselling them for like $90 for like 2 volumes. It's crazy. I hate when people do that.
Stupid. but people money hungry, man.
I
But
know. It's like,
yeah.
I mean, the thing is, it's not out of print, so like, I don't get like why people are paying, are willing to fork out $80 for volumes that you can go get at the store for $9 pop.
Man. But hey, their money, man. It's their
It
money.
is the enforced, sad but true.
Uh, can't tell somebody what to spend their money on.
All right.
I know.
Yeah. So I just got my girlfriend onto JoJo. She's on part 3 right now. We unfortunately watched the movies for part 1 through 3, and honestly, it was literally just like watching anime. Like it had all the content from the animes in the movies.
I didn't even know they had movies.
I didn't know
Yeah,
either.
it's like a re-edit.
Kind of like what they did with Berserk.
Yeah, Berserk, Evangelion, and stuff like that. So
Still haven't watched it, man. Yeah.
Ooh, Avon, you need to watch Avon.
yeah, you can even watch the movies. Honestly,
Brotherhood and Ava. I haven't watched either yet.
yeah, you got some classics to watch,
I
Connor.
know, man. Hey, we're still waiting for you to catch up on One Piece.
One
That's
Piece.
That's a work in progress.
Yeah.
I
Because
can't
I'm
lie.
doing
I need to
manga,
catch up
man.
on One Piece. I need to catch up on One Piece too. I'm like pretty far behind.
Yeah, but you're up to the Wano arc, right?
Yeah, I am, but like, there's so
Honestly-
much shit that's happened. Like, I'm only like at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, there's already like over 100 episodes of Wano, I feel like.
Yeah,
I might just skip shit ton of episodes in One Piece. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I might just skip the unnecessary episodes because I feel like they just always go on some side island that's not important, and
Yeah.
they just meet new people and then just leave the people like they always fucking do. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna go like in my plan right now, and I don't know if I should, but I might just skip to the important parts, like that the key parts of One Piece that actually play a role in the story, and just watch those parts. Because watching just like a shit ton of side stories, and people don't want to call them fillers, but in a way they are fillers just to draw out the story.
kind of
Yeah.
are.
It's
But-
hard to like, I don't know what you would skip though, is the hard part. Like,
There was this-
I'm sure somebody's probably like come up with like
Yeah.
every episode you could skip. But
Like they have it for Naruto, like what episodes are mostly filler, what episodes are like mostly canon and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Yeah, that for Gintama too, for all the ones that are serious and all the ones that are like funny episodes.
Gintama
Another
is
thing
like
actually have to
one
kinda-
series that I've never had like interest in starting. I don't know why.
I mean, I want to start Gintama, but I just don't know when and how to start, and whether I should read the manga or watch the anime.
It's an interesting series. It's sometimes it's pretty damn funny, and then other times there's episodes that are just like, yeah, that's all right. It's not wasn't that funny. It was just kind of kind of goofy, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you get hit with like real seriousness, like the actually really cool episodes and small arcs that are just awesome. And then after it's done, you're like, I kind of wish the rest of the series was like this more. There's like 80% of it's just goofing around.
Right.
Because when it's serious, it's actually really good. And then it just goes back to like just them like being goofy the whole time. And I'm like,
Right.
yeah,
I believe
I'm not gonna lie. How much they shit on Shonen is really funny though. That's probably my favorite part of Gintama is just how much shade they throw at Shonen Jump while being a Shonen Jump themselves.
Yeah, there's a lot of shade to be thrown for shonens.
Yeah, and Gintama goes hard. Like they really rip into Shonen. It's hilarious. That's probably my favorite part of Gintama.
Yeah.
So we need to know, Eric. We need to know what exactly was going through your mind when you're reading Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm pretty sure you passed the flashback arc. Are you up to? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you passed the flashback.
Yeah, he's to the Shibuya arc now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I finished the anime too as well, or at least all that's
Okay.
out of the animes as well. What was going through my mind? Let's see. Well, it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. I don't know. I was like 2 energy drinks deep, and I was just reading it, and I was like, okay, this is I kind of see this is happening next. And like the next arc, I was like, what the fuck? Damn, they did like within like 1 or 2 chapters, it just hit that hard. Like I was like,
Yeah.
this person died, this depressing thing happened, all this like within just like these pretty fairly not small chapters, but I mean, after reading JoJo's, anything seems like a small chapter. And I was like, damn, they just like, and it didn't feel rushed either, which is really, really cool, because sometimes when they just hit you with crazy shit like that, you're like, oh, that was kind of rushed, or like they just want to like start us off. But like, it was paced extremely well. Like, it happened at the right moment. And I really love the character progression, especially in their fighting. Their fighting progression is really, really cool. I love just how much stronger and more skilled and smarter they're getting. Like, it doesn't seem like it's plot armor. It seems like the characters are actually making development and learning their abilities and growing as individuals. It doesn't feel like it's just the plot making them stronger.
Right. Yeah, I think you can tell that especially with Yuji, and honestly, you haven't really got to Megumi's parts in Shibuya arc, but like throughout that arc, they all just have so many experiences that they go through, but like it's like it all happens in like a course of a day basically. But from fight to fight, you can just see like how much they've grown and just like evolved. It's like leaps and bounds. It's nuts.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. What's her name? What's the girl's name where she used the hammer and the nails? Do you remember, Connor? It's like the Sakura of the series.
Kugasaki.
Yeah. So I feel like they've done her so much more dirty than Naruto has ever done Sakura in the Shibuya arc. Like, I felt bad for her. Like, I'm not sure if you got to the part yet, Eric. But you know what I'm talking about, right, Connor?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, what happened to her face and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty fucked.
Right. But I mean, I know I love when series are willing to do that. Like, I feel like most series, they're like, when you have people, you don't want to put them into bad situations or put them into like anything that's like questionable. And it's like, in this series, I feel like it's kind of like a situation where you don't know what's going to happen to anybody at any time. Like, you could go get maimed, you could go get seriously injured, you could lose a limb or something. Like, anybody is at risk of anything.
That's very true.
Then I think that's another reason why I like Demon Slayer too, because they don't.
Yeah, it's in that one as well.
Yeah, they don't really care who gets injured or gets killed, or I'm not gonna say who dies, of course.
Yeah, but it's not filled with plot armor like other animes.
Right. Yeah, like other animes, I mean, I'm always a fan of like the kind of like the senpais, like the older like educators that come in and they're so powerful. But I feel like shonens of the past typically they'll have these characters come in and they're like, oh my god, like everybody's gonna love him. We're just gonna like keep him around forever, or like keep her around forever because they're so badass and the fans freak out. But like new shonens like Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer, I feel like it's almost more impactful if you have somebody come on and they're like so badass, but then they like lose or they die or something. And I don't know. It's crazy.
No, that's way better. I agree with that. I kind of hate how much plot armor they put.
Like when MC died.
Yeah.
All right. Like Kite, when Kite, his whole situation, that was like, I know I'm a Kite fanboy, but like that was just so unexpected. I was like, what the fuck? Come on. And then like to go through everything to try to save him, and then you get there and you realize you can't save him. It's like even more so.
Yeah,
but when they bring him back, then it's kind of like, we're back to plot armor.
Yeah.
But speaking of Kite, so since you guys read Hunter x Hunter, right? I'm curious. Does Gon ever get his his power back, or is he just powerless for like the rest of what's left of Hunter x Hunter?
You kind of don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah. I mean, it's not finished yet, so you kind of like, I'll say the final arc, the last 3 volumes of the series takes place from Kurapika's perspective, for the most part. So it's not really like, you just don't really know what's going on with Gon.
Yeah, that's true.
But in my opinion, I kind of think that it might be left as like Gon doesn't get his Nen abilities back, because to me it seemed like the whole series kind of followed Gon and Kurapika's storylines, in my opinion. Like Gon trying to find his dad and Kurapika trying to avenge his clan. And I feel like we've kind of now, when he meets his dad at the end of the anime, we kind of ended that story in a sense. Like his adventure is completed. And now I feel like we're kind of segueing into like finishing Kurapika's storyline. So
That's
I could
true,
kind
yeah.
of see that being like how he wraps up the series.
Yeah.
You guys
But
should finish reading
so
the manga though, if you haven't, because the last 3 volumes are nuts.
No,
last- okay, so so you would say there's about 3 volumes, so about like 30 chapters
There's
around there.
I think the anime ends at volume 33, and then the manga continues up to volume 36, and then there's another like 10 to 15 chapters that aren't published into a volume yet.
yeah.
So I'm curious though, since would you consider JoJo a shonen?
I don't know what is technically. It might be a signing.
It was a shonen, I think. I don't know. I guess it's still, well, I have the JoJo's mangas back here. It still says SJ Shonen Jump on it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's
Wait, I
just,
didn't even know Shonen. So Shonen is the publisher for those too.
yeah, and I'm surprised because like it's really not like any other shonen. like
Right. Yeah, it's very unique.
like I think it's just I mean, even at first, even like with the first parts of JoJo's, I mean, I don't know, those were all like in the 80s and shit, but it still felt, I don't know, it felt different. And I think like JoJo's got so big from then, it kind of became its own thing, but it's still Shonen still kept the label, because I don't know if they were releasing chapters every week in the Shonen Jump. I think Shonen Jump just publishes it and Naruki just does his own thing.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you just give us what you got when you get it.
Yeah.
Like it.
So I just remembered. So you said that Berserk has movies, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, they released movies in like 2016, I think, 2015, around there. It's just a recap of kind of like the Golden Age arc. So it's like you have the original 90s anime, and then you have 3 movies that they made that are kind of just like a modern adaptation of it. It's still kind of like shitty CGI, but it's not as bad as the 2016, the second season of Berserk.
So the movies don't touch this past season. Huh?
Yeah, no, they just cover the same stuff. But if you want to watch more Berserk, you can watch the new seasons. They just are trash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to say I think the first Berserk movie wasn't that bad, but just after that, they got progressively worse and worse.
Yeah. Have you seen the second season, Eric?
No.
Oh, dude, those are bad.
No, I have not.
Those are probably the worst CG I've ever seen in my life.
I saw the animation. I'm just like, no, you can't do Berserk this dirty. Like, especially in a manga with that great of animation. Like, just doing that was a fucking disgrace. Like,
yeah, it's. I need to finish my Berserk manga. I only have up to 23. I think at the last 17 at some point.
I need to start getting the big volumes. I need to go back and do another manga haul soon.
Yeah, I think they have out to 6 now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that'd be 18 volumes.
I'm really plotting on okay, so how should I go about doing a manga haul? Do I just ask Instagram followers what manga to buy, or you just randomly pick your manga? You do a manga haul?
When I do mine, I mean, I've done stuff in the past, like my last shopping blog, I had people choose in my story pool just because it was like interactive. But I mean, every other one I've done, I just buy whatever I want to buy, and then I just make a video of what I bought.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of, I have to make that at some point soon.
I really want to get into the manga scene, man. I want to.
I like being in the manga scene, but like I'm slowly trying to wean myself out of it, or not out of it completely, but not having like my channel be just that, because now it's like my content is kind of reliant on me spending money, which I don't like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like I got up
That's
to
true.
500 and around there by like doing some manga videos, but mostly just like my analysis and weekly chapter reviews. But now it's like to a point where like most of my viewers are just manga community fans, which is fine and all, but
It-
kind of like trap yourself in a corner.
It's I know how that feels, man.
Mhm.
I'm trying to do more. I'm gonna definitely have some more JoJo's and some other manga, anime related content, but I like to just try to do a bunch of as many different things as I can, switch things up. But then there's always something that more people want to see than something else, or you want to do that,
Yeah.
and then eventually you get burnt out on like doing the same thing all the time, and
Yeah.
I don't know, it's hard, man.
It is, especially since I'm getting so busy at work. Like I really only have time to do like my one Sunday video.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I can do like one video a week now, and then like,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, I'm trying to try to get back to at least 2 or 3 videos a week. It's just
Tough.
it's difficult.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
So
Um,
I like doing these like lifestyle kind of vlog videos. They're just
Wow.
so much more natural, and you don't have to just sit there like writing a script and like coming up with stuff to say. Like,
I
you
feel
just
that. Yeah.
do real life stuff.
Yeah, those are fun. I want to do some more videos like that. Me and my friend Zach, like he's getting a fursuit, and we're just gonna go fuck around and just do random stunts and do stuff at the park and make videos doing that.
Yeah, like that's fun, and it's fun to make.
Yeah.
I think the next video I'm going to try to do is I'm going to come up with some kind of like quiz or like random game, and I'm going to like just go downtown and like start like quizzing people on the street.
Oh, I want to go and do stuff on the street too. Like once COVID's over, I had plans to do that. I was gonna go to the freaking Trump rally out in my furry shit and start interviewing people, but like I don't know, COVID was there, other people with masks, and it just didn't go through. But like
Right.
I want to do something like that just because that seems like a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
That's bold.
I mean, I'm vaccinated now at least. So like I was thinking it was just like getting a shirt saying I'm vaccinated so I could like walk up to people and quiz them, but maybe
I wanna
that's
get
not
that.
the best thing to do.
Yeah, no, I want to do some videos like that too. Like I love just fucking with people like that.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna like get a bunch of like ramen packets and like carry around a bag and be like, would you like to answer a question for a quick prize? Just give them fucking ramen packets on the street. or take some Billy on the street shit and be like, we answer a question for $1. And just walk around with a bunch of singles.
I had a plan like that. I wanted to get a sign though, a big sign, but I don't know if I wear my freaking head and like my head, that would probably attract enough attention as it is to get
Right.
people to come up to me.
Right.
And if I do like interviews and questions, or I want to go on Omegle. I know there's a lot of freaking amazing, funny videos of just Furries going on Omegle and just fucking with people on there and just recording all the footage of what people say back and do to them.
That's funny. Can you post stuff at, like from Omegle, like if without people's permission? Yeah.
You can. Yeah, I think it's totally fine. I know like so many of these popular videos do it. Like a lot of people on Omegle, like you can tell a lot of them are mad or like and they're agitated, but you still like post their videos. I mean, I think you just screen record it. I don't think there's really a law for it, or
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of like people on there doing like playing like guitar or something. Like playing anime songs on Omegle.
Yeah, Omegle can be a fun and a dangerous place to go. I've had a lot of fun. I actually haven't been on Omegle for a while, but I would just hang out and drink with friends. We'd just go on Omegle and just like talk to people and shit.
Yeah. Interesting.
So think about, okay, so we're in COVID right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm praying that I can get vaccinated before Anime NYC comes around, because somehow they didn't cancel it, but Anime Expo got canceled. So I'm wondering because only seniors in New York State can get vaccinated, like people like over 40 and some shit like that.
I'm pretty sure if you become a DoorDash driver in New York, you can get vaccinated.
Okay.
So a couple of my buddies, they're not like full-time DoorDash, but they do DoorDash, and they were allowed to sign up for vaccines.
I still need to get on mine, especially now that I have like decent benefits. I need to get mine still.
Yeah.
Can any age vaccinate in your guys' states, or It's only specific.
I think in my state, like 16 to like 25 or something like that can register soon.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to. Isn't there like another strain of COVID? There's like other COVID vaccines to get to, or like it's.
Well, that's the thing that they're saying is like the vaccine's not getting rolled out fast enough that like these new strains are like coming up and shit. It's like, oh god, great.
Yeah,
Just what we need.
We need 2 more strains, man. 2 more strains. I want to go back to my life, man.
Dude, what are concerts? What are conventions? I don't even know what those are anymore.
What is breathing without a mask?
Right.
I did go to a show last week. I went to a pod show like a few weeks ago, and how it was is there was like this like this place called Rawhide. It was a field, and they just had gates. Like you were just in these squares with like 3 of your friends, and you were able to see the show. But yeah,
Interesting. Was there a lot of people?
pretty good amount. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. So there's like square like gates 6 feet apart or something.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Mask required or?
In the like to get in. Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I had to wear my mask the whole time too.
Okay.
Is the mask mandate's gone in your state, right, Eric?
I think I think for certain places, it's not, they don't require it at the gym. They don't require it, I think, a few other places, but places can still require it. I mean, there's places they don't have to have you wear it. They can say you don't have to wear it, but businesses can still, if they want you to wear it, you can do it. So yeah.
What do you guys think about Florida being they don't require a mask anywhere anymore? Like,
I don't know. I feel like it's like we're so close to this just being gone. I feel like we should just wait it out, you know?
Yeah,
at the same time, there's a lot of people that are just pissed off for some reason.
No, yeah,
but it's like I feel like we're at the finish line and then we're just like stopping the race.
I think that's how it was before the second wave came. Like we were so close to it just leaving, and then people just thought, oh, I
want to see my family for
the beaches and stuff now, so let's go. And then COVID just shot back up again, and we're still here. So
yeah,
it's like we just gotta slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, sure. Do you guys have anything else to talk about in terms of like anime or manga?
Yeah, I was gonna say for next week's episode, we need to find like an anime to watch too. I mean, you guys will probably be done with Stone Ocean by then. I don't know if you want to start like a Steel Ball. I mean, I highly recommend you do, but
it'll probably take a while.
Yeah. Are we ready for that grind?
I finished Steel Ball way quicker than I finished Stone Ocean, but that's just me. But
have you guys watched Noragami?
No.
I've watched Noragami.
I was gonna say that's a good one that we could watch. I'm reading the manga right now, and I really like it. It's pretty good. It's really pretty anime.
Oh, nice.
Be ready.
You are.
But I might have to rewatch it because I don't remember it too much. I just remember that it deals with like a kind of like a god, like a kami, a god. And just what did he do again? I forgot.
It's like it's about a god who like he's like a low level god, like nobody knows about him. He's not like worshipped at all, and it's kind of like the whole series about him kind of like trying to get fame for himself. But I don't know how far the anime goes, but it starts to get pretty badass like later into the series where like there's like a god who starts controlling like these like kind of demon things, and it gets pretty good. But
how far are you into the manga?
I'm on volume 11.
Ooh, yeah, you're deep in that.
Yeah, so that'd probably be like the equivalent of like maybe like season 3 or like a late into season 2.
Okay.
I also started watching D Gray Man, which is all right. It's okay.
You're watching it? You're watching it? Okay.
I'm on like episode 20.
Yeah, I forgot how many episodes are in a season.
I think there's like 107 total.
Okay, yes. I'm definitely going to say that it definitely gets better in the second half of the first season. Like it gets a lot fucking better. Like
I feel like that's the case for all shonens.
That's true.
Yeah.
But the Noahs, man, the Noahs and D Gray, man. I mean, I think it's a cool idea, cool as idea.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
Noah's
cool show. It's just it's old, and I don't think the animation really dated that well, like the art style.
It feels like a 2007 anime.
Yeah, 2006, I think it came out. Yeah,
So
it's still going on though. The manga.
is it really?
Yeah,
Where is this on? Is it on Crunchyroll?
it's on. I watched it on Hulu.
Yeah,
Hulu.
I'm
I
pretty
have
sure
Hulu
it might be
too.
on Netflix too.
Yeah, they have all of them on Hulu. I've been watching it subbed because there's one character in the dub that's just like his voice. It sounds so stupid.
Who
It's
is
like
it?
I don't know how you Kanada or
The
Kanada.
weird dude.
The one with
Weird
like
dude?
the one with the sword with Mugen. The
Yeah,
Mugen sword.
I know you're talking. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Dude, he's
I
like
remember
this,
him
like,
sounding weird.
well, he's like maybe I watched like maybe it was different during this one part. He was like changing his voice or something, but like the one episode I watched dubbed, like he's supposed to be like a kid, kind of like a 17-year-old kid, but like the voice actor for him is like this old man with like this like 40-year-old guy with like the deepest voice. I'm like, what the fuck? This is not
I mean,
natural.
isn't it like that usually for like swordsmen with like that kind of physique or like
Yeah,
look?
I mean, he basically has like a fucking like I don't even know who to compare him to, but he's like this kid. He just has like a 40-year-old. He just talks and he's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Dude, you're not 50."
Speaking about being young with like a 40-year-old voice, what do you guys think Jotaro's voice would sound like in Stardust Crusaders?
Stardust Crusaders.
What do you think it sounded
Curious
like?
about. He's 17.
Everything about Jotaro from Stardust Crusaders, he looks like he's 30.
He does, yeah.
Like he's 30. Like
That's the one thing about JoJo's. Like it's hard to really tell how old these characters are. Like Giovanni was or Joe was it Giovanni, right? Jota or
I think
Giorno Giovanni.
Giorno.
Giorno's only
Giovanni.
15, I think.
Yeah, he's 15 and like he makes it look like he's like in 20 or 30.
JoJo with the boost of age, man. They do not age well at all.
No,
Right.
they really don't.
Yeah.
Fucking Joseph's what, like 40, 50 in part 3 and looks like he's fucking 60.
Yeah.
All his hair is gray and shit.
Hey, he's had a stressful life.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Always trying to find the
At least he kept his gains.
he did. Kept his game.
That's what he needed to do. He's still big as shit.
He's kind of slacking in part 4 though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, part 4 and stay, but I don't know. By that time, I think age finally caught up to him.
That's true. True.
Dude, so is Sea Moon kind of have like Koichi's stand kind of? Seems like it's
Moon is a very OP stand. This is when we get some like world changing stand abilities that start coming. JoJo's always had some that do, but this one, like, do you want me to explain what Sea Moon does, or you already know kind of what Sea Moon is? Sea Moon literally changes the effect of gravity on the whole world.
right. Okay. Oh,
Like,
the whole world.
It is such a freaking OP stand. Like it this is when the JoJo stand, like things just start getting like out of this world, like get even more intense and more OP. Like it just can shift like anything. It can change like the laws of gravity and like nature. It like that's when it starts getting more into like space stuff and everything else and physics. Like it gets really technical, and like the stands, like especially towards like after chapter 100 on Stone Ocean, the battles get a lot more technical, like even more than they already were before.
Yeah, like Underworld, the Underworld stand was pretty
honestly
crazy.
I wanted to talk about Underworld during this episode. Like his stand is fucking, like, I feel like it's cool, but like just by the fact that he has to like dig a hole, I don't really know if I like that factor of the stand. I mean, I feel like they nerfed the stand by having to include that factor, and you have to go into the hole.
Oh yeah,
for a stand to work. But
Yeah.
because who the hell is gonna go into a random hole and just be like, But I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
underwear had so much potential to be like one of the
Well,
coolest
that's
things.
what. Yeah, I mean, that's what's kind of cool about JoJo's though. Is like they have like certain people have stands that aren't really like combat stands, like I liked how they started adding like grades like to all the stands. It's like range, staying, like power,
Mhm.
distance, everything. It's like it really like that's why they kind of have to form like these groups unless you have like one of the Joestar stands because all of theirs are just so like overpowered.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Ah,
Like stuff like underworld or whatever. It's like the perfect stand to use in like combination with something else,
mhm.
very specific.
I I was gonna say, well, with the goddamn, with the JoJo's references, like there's some stands that like most of them are always like band or musician references, and there's ones that just aren't. But like I played a game, even with like the newest or the most obscure, not as popular JoJo's parts, like any stand, any ability you find to music, any band for it, and you just type it in on YouTube, like all the comments are just nothing but JoJo's references. Like when I typed in that Van Halen album Diver Down, literally every single comment was like, yeah, this whole album makes me feel like going inside someone, rearranging their organs, and like every single comment, like every comment was a JoJo's reference.
Yeah. Is Weather Report from anything?
I don't think so.
No.
I'll look that up. Yeah, I didn't even know Diver Down was a Van Halen album. Like I looked it up, and then I just go to like the page, and it's just comment section. It's like nothing but JoJo's references. Even the freaking Rest in Peace Van Halen comment still have it at the end, have a JoJo's reference put in there.
Yeah. That's funny.
What do you guys think about Weather Report technically fucking his sister?
Hey, he didn't know, man. He didn't know.
I also, with him being related to Father Buki, like Buki, I
that was a twist. I didn't expect that.
Because they do not look alike. Like they look like they. I didn't know they're twins too. Like
yeah, they're twins. Like one is black, one is white.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think he's a dark skinned Italian, or I think he's Hispanic. I don't know. That's always a question on Joe's. Like, what race is he? Like,
yeah, I remember, because when you remember the private investigator, because I was reading this, and I was like, oh,
yeah, that shocked me too.
Yes. So the private investigator was like, oh, he's white, but his father is black.
Right.
And I was like, oh, so that's why Father Pucci is black, because their father is black. But when you have a black father and a white mother, they don't look that different.
Right.
Even at least when they're twins,
Yeah, and they're supposed to be twins, but it also said he called them his younger brother at one point.
Maybe one came out before the other. I don't know.
Right, but still, like you have the same father.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's weird, man.
It's JoJo for you.
But right, I didn't expect that whole like KKK scene. That was pretty shocking as well.
Oh yeah, that was
funny.
I was like, what the fuck is this coming from? What the hell? Damn, Weather Report.
Dude, that's JoJo's job to shock you, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But man, I'm honestly excited for these that I'm about to read. Shoot. But yeah, I binged a lot today. Like I didn't expect to read so much today, but it was definitely worth it. And I took a sneak peek to see how long Weather Report was. I mean, rather, what is this part called?
Heavy Weather.
Heavy Weather. Yeah, Heavy Weather. This part is long as fuck. Like
Yeah,
it's like the longest. Like 15 chapters.
Yeah.
Like the longest part in all this whole JoJo part.
Yeah.
But I hope it's worth it, man. I hope it's good throughout the whole thing. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole snail thing's kind of weird.
The snail thing. Yeah, it is pretty damn weird.
Yeah.
I gotta find out why it's what the snails, what relevance does the snails have to do with the weather.
Yeah.
And it's fucking when I first saw what it did, like for example with what's her name with the kiss stand,
Hermes.
Yeah, Hermes. when I saw her arm like just fucking
Yeah.
deteriorate, like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They don't hold back on the gore and the weirdly looking limbs in this
Right.
part.
That's something I've
Okay.
always wondered about JoJo's. Like you'll have these fights and like people get like so maimed and like fucked up, and then it's like the next scene they're just like fine.
Like,
Yeah, they take a lot of damage in JoJo's. I've noticed. Like, they take these ridiculously realistic injuries, and then they just somehow like get good. Like the next, they break bones or like just like
Right.
these insane injuries.
Right. Yeah. You'll have somebody get like just ood in the face, and they're just like, oh, there's the Jets.
Oh man, we got Jets in the background.
The Jets. But yeah, so what's that anime you were talking about? You could do for next week?
Which one? Which one? Noragami?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely. I might even like just not catch up on it, but like refresh my memory on it a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't seen it before, so I'll give it a shot.
I might even just pick up the manga too, if I finish part 6 fast enough. Just because I already watched the anime, I just might pick up the manga just to get have something to read. So
Okay.
Pick manga up for what?
for Noragami.
Yeah, the manga is really good. I'm really enjoying it, and it's like it's honestly more of a slice of life than I think than it's shonen in my opinion.
I wouldn't even call it a shonen, honestly.
Right, like I don't really know what to call it.
Like a supernatural.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all I can think of it as. Just a
supernatural slice of life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely have to start watching that one. Maybe I'll pick up the manga after I'm done with the anime. But yeah, I guess I gotta get going. So
right.
yeah, any last words?
It's good for me.
No, that's it.
Good. Awesome.
All
All right.
Peace out, boys.
So y'all.
Catch you all next week.
Catch you next week. Same day, same time, or
let me see. Oh shit, wait. Actually, I should be able I see what my works. I'll have to keep my work schedule updated because I work this whole weekend and then like I get next weekend off, and I think maybe the day before, maybe before. I'll have to see what's up. I'll let you know.
All right, keep us updated. And you too, Connor, because I know your schedule's very floppy.
Yeah, mine's changing a lot.
Okay.
All right. See you guys.